Welcome to the weekly Flippin' Friday What Sold video. Stick around to see what I sold this past week. Hello everybody, and thank you for checking out my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Heather. I'm a full-time reseller. I sell on sites like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Thredup, The RealReal, Tradesy, Facebook Marketplace. I'm a homeschool mom of two kids, Grace and Ryan. I'm a volleyball coach, volleyball player, and I love Disney. And here's Ellie back here. I know everybody likes to see Ellie. Say hi, Ellie. Ellie's having a good morning. She already went outside. Oh, that's one of her words that she knows. It's super cold here today. I am in Iowa, if you are unaware, and let's check out the weather. It is 4 degrees. I don't know why I live here. And feels like -12, so that's amazing. I pretty much don't want to leave the house. I'm going to freeze. Oh. Anyway, if you like reseller content like thrift hauls, what sold videos, Thredup unboxings, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. I do at least 3 videos a week. And hit the thumbs up button for me, and let's get into this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is Facebook Marketplace. I think I just had a couple sales over there, so let's go ahead and look at those. The first thing that I had was this Loft gray-blue plaid pencil skirt. This was a plus-size item that I found all together in one thrift store. It wasn't a size 20, and it sold for $30. I think that was new with tags. And then the other sale that I had was a Mercari navy blue poncho pullover sweater. I've got this brand a couple of times. It's MER_SEA. And it sells very quickly for me typically. This one sold for $45. So that was great. Next, let's go on to Thredup. I've been having a little bit more people ask me questions about Thredup. I really don't feel like I'm any sort of pro. I'm just sending in a lot of stuff. I know of a few brands that work well. I did make a video a little bit back, so I'll link that up here if you want to check that out about what has been selling good for me recently. Like, I can tell you a few brands that I look for, but otherwise I'm just sending in a bunch of random stuff that's $1. But the only thing I guess is I'm making sure that I'm trying to make sure that it's something that retails high so I can at least start out my price pretty high. So I did have some pretty good sales in Thredup, not a ton of high ones, but let me just go through them. The first thing I sold on Thredup was this cupcakes and cashmere cocktail dress. This was listed for $79.99, and I got a payout of $23.04. I think I was able to put it higher at first, but it wasn't selling, so about every 10 days or so at the beginning, I will lower the price, so that's still pretty good. Next was a Columbia raincoat. This sold super quick at the highest price I could put it at. It was just a lightweight coat. It was 99 cents from a thrift store. It sold for $58.99, and I got a payout of $20.89. Next was Not Your Daughter's jeans. This was actually an amazing sale. They sold for $100.99, and I got a payout of $45.60. So that's crazy. That is a brand that I will send in to them a lot. The newer style, I have to say. Next is a pair of M. Jemmy flats. I had these for a long time for myself. They were just this sparkle flats. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Anyway, they sold here for $69.99, and I got a payout of $23.52. Next was another Talbot's cardigan. So I know I had that other red one a few weeks back that sold for $90. This one sold for $60.99, and I got a payout of $14.51. So I think I will keep looking for Talbot's as long as I can get it cheap to send in, because here's another item, a Talbot's jacket. This sold for $85.99, and I got a payout of $32.84. So I actually don't get these payouts until the return window has passed, which I think is 30 days. And stuff does get returned on there, but at least I don't have to deal with any of it. Next was a Nick and Zoe jacket. This sold for $47.99, and I got a payout of $9.75. La Blanca swimsuit bottom for $21.99. I got a payout of $3.52. And then I sold these DL 1961 jeans. These sold for $80.99, giving me a payout of $25.59. So those are my few Thredup sales. That is great. That's just more different ways I can make money. I tell people all the time, do not just list on one platform, because you're missing out on so many other ways to make sales. And I also had a couple sales on Tradesy this week. So I'm still trying to figure out, like, what's going on here, what I can sell. First I was cross-listing everything, and then I was like, okay, I'm not going to do everything. I'm just going to do stuff that maybe is a pretty high retail price, and I guess just try that. So the first thing I sold was this pair of Eileen Fisher silk pull-on pants. These sold for $25.60. It does have on here kind of like Mercari where you can set a smart price where the lowest you can go and they'll automatically lower it for you. I don't know how often they do that. So I think that's what happened with the Eileen Fisher pants because I think I had them started a little higher, but that was nice. And next was a Cupcakes and Cashmere pullover French dog sweater. I got this at the TJ Maxx yellow tag sale, one of the very few things that I got. I paid $8 for it, and it sold for $40 on Tradesy. So that's good. 2 Tradesy sales. My Mercari this week actually has been doing pretty well compared to what it normally does, so I don't know what's going on there, but I will definitely take it. The first thing I sold on Mercari were these airy denim drawstring cutoff shorts. These were new with tag size medium or 10 maybe, and they sold super quick for $22. Next was a vintage Coach patchwork purse. This came to me in a recent Coach Thredup rescue box. I'll link that up here if you want to watch that. It sold within an hour for $27. I sold this Eileen Fisher teal Irish linen sweater. This sold within an hour as well, and this sold for $31. This Brahmin burgundy leather croc embossed wallet I picked up at a consignment store, Style Encore. That sold for $64. I sold these Dansko Shannon tassel leather closed-toed mules. These sold super quick for $23. And then I sold this goofy Scentsy Buddy plush. This sold for $24. I'm trying to start just a little bit venturing out in the thrift store, out of the clothing and shoes section, and picking up a little bit extra stuff. So we will see how that goes. Next was a Victoria's Secret Very Sexy push-up bra. This sold super quick within a few days for $21. I sold this new J. Crew tan sweater blazer. This was at my local thrift store, I think, for $10. And I sold that for $65, my full asking price. Next was a Harley Davidson black vegan leather motorcycle jacket. This was kind of lightweight, so not a typical heavy leather jacket, and that sold for $36. And then I sold this Cabby Heathered Oatmeal double-breasted blazer for $24. And the last thing on Mercari was this Torrid olive green handkerchief mandolin tank top. That sold for $15. So pretty good for me for Mercari considering what I normally make. I have $453 in my pending, so that's great. That's exciting. Let's go on to eBay. Oh, I also had one sale to a viewer slash Instagram follower. I think her name is Bonnie. And she bought this Soft Surroundings really pretty embroidered tunic that I showed in my last haul. And I think I did $24 shipped for her on that. So thank you so much for your purchase. If you ever see anything in my videos that you guys want to buy, message me, DM me, email me. And usually it works out where we can settle on a price with shipping and avoid the fees of the platform if possible. So the first thing on eBay I am going to tell you about is that Burberry purse. They never paid for it, so that's super sad. I actually had some really decent sales on eBay this week that people never paid for. That's super annoying. I really wish they would fix that because that was $125. Another one was a Gunny Sacks dress that I was like, that'll probably pop up here, that they never paid for. It's like, oh, eBay, figure it out. Okay. Here's my first sale from last week. It was a pair of vintage Doc Martens brown leather men's boots. These were in a size 9, and they sold for $69. Next was a pair of Soft Surroundings white 100% linen drawstring crop pants. These sold for $20. I sold this Prana women's Carrie's blue short sleeve hooded sweatshirt dress. This also sold for $20. Next was an international global shipping program sale. This was a pair of Sergio Rossi burgundy suede heels. I think these came to me in a Thredup rescue box. I don't remember if it was designer or just the shoebox. And they sold for $35. I sold this pair of silver Lola straight jeans in a size 20. These sold within a week and they sold for $21. Next was a Garnet Hill gray cashmere pullover sweater. This sold for my full asking price of $35.88. I sold this Anthropologie gray wool blend oversized V-neck sweater. I had this for quite a while. It was when I was still doing free shipping, and it looks like I sold it for $20 with free shipping, so not a ton of money made there. This next sale was pretty low as well. It was a pair of Todd's white silver blue lace-up driving loafers, and they only sold for $15. I don't really have too much luck selling Todd's, plus these were pretty beat up. They came to me in a Thredup rescue box, but they just weren't very cute, and they weren't in the best condition. Next was a new Aquabelle Canon X black, pink, purple one-piece swimsuit. This came to me in a Thredup fun box, and that sold for $17. Trying to make sure like that sun. I think my head's blocking it. Here's the gunny sack dress. It sold for $150. They never paid. Annoying. Next is a pair of Vionic taupe chills Athens loafer. These sold for my full asking price of $45.88. Here's another great sale they didn't pay for it. Mother Superior patch pocket jeans sold for $70. They never paid. Ugh. Next is a pair of new Urania women tan socks cable knit. These came to me in a Thredup fun box and they sold for $12. I sold this Eileen Fisher blue linen Lagan Look business top in a size 2X super quick for a full asking price of $35.88. This soft surroundings top sold very quickly as well. It was a blue-gray unwind tunic, and that sold for $25. Next was a Garnet Hill navy blue lace dress. This sold for $30.88. I sold these Nike pink Tempo Core shorts. These were in a size 1X, and they were new with tags. I sold those for $20. These cool shorts sold very quickly. They were the green hiking outdoor shorts in a size 6. They sold for $21. And then I sold this Torrid pink Harper pullover blouse in a size 3X. I've had this Torrid one for a while, so I did sell it for $15. Next was a Michael Kors activity tracker. This came to me, I think, in a Thredup. No, this was a weird accessory in a purse box. They give you 4 purses and 1 accessory, and usually my accessory is a wallet, but this time it was this Michael Kors activity tracker. And anyway, it was probably much better in a wallet because it sold for my full asking price of $50.88. Next was a Catherine's blue plaid ombre top in a size 5X. This sold for $25.88. And then I sold these Lane Bryant black houndstooth alley straight leg pants in a size 16, and they sold for $25. So those are my eBay sales. eBay is still doing great for me. The first thing I sold on Poshmark was this vintage Disney Store Mickey Mouse red cardigan sweater in a size medium. This sold for $20. Next was a pair of American Eagle high-rise mom shorts. These sold for $20. People are starting to buy the spring-summer clothes. So if you don't lift stuff year-round, make sure you at least start listing some of that stuff now. I sold these new with tags men's Nike dry fit shorts. I got these for my son. I thought he would like them, but he didn't. And they sold for $21. Next was a pair of True Religion jeans. These were like 90s distressed flare jeans. They sold for $25. I sold this Torrid women's purple long sleeve chiffon top. This sold for my full asking price of $25. Next was a J. Crew wool houndstooth business blazer. I'm not picking up J. Crew a ton, but I will still pick up some. The blazers seem to do well, especially the ones that are wool. And this one sold for $50. Next was a Free People floral crewneck oversized sweatshirt. This sold for $25. I sold these Athleta gray mid-rise zipper detail hiking pants, sold for $18. Next is a pair of Emilio Pucci sunglasses. This actually was like a rare estate sale that I went to last year during garage sale season. It was a bunch of stuff outside and lots of designer stuff, so I had to be really careful with what I picked because some stuff was marked pretty high. But I somehow got these super cheap, and so they sold for $54. I sold this pair of Malone Salures. I don't even know how I'm saying that. Okay, can you see it right there? Anyway, this was something I got at a consignment store. I've never heard of the brand, but comps looked pretty good, and they were just like a really cute, fun, unique style. They sold for $85 and only within a couple of weeks, which was kind of surprising to me because I feel like I don't sell heels that fast normally. Next was a pair of Born brown leather shearling boots. These sold super quick for $25. I sold this Coach Black Alley Hobo leather bag for $38. This came to me in a Thredup Coach box. Next was a Soft Surroundings brown floral topper. This sold for $20. I sold this Lululemon red toggle Paddington soft shell zip-up jacket for $50. It's just labeled black fashion slides. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I had this whole ordeal where I found these Christian Dior sandals a while back. I sent them into the RealReal because I didn't know if they were authentic. They sent them back, but the reason they sent them back, they said, was because of wear. I'm like, okay. So then I went through trying to talk to people, figured out they were fake, but in the whole thing of posting about it, someone said, even if they're fake, I'll still buy them. So I sold them for $40 still. I just made sure I didn't label them as Dior, and she knew they weren't real, but they looked real. I guess that style is faked a lot. I don't know. So fine with me. Next was a bundle of 3 items. It was a Catherine's black gray open cardigan, a Barefoot Dreams gray Calypso cardigan, and a new Torrid super soft turquoise drape front cardigan. Those sold together for $95. I sold these Vans black white checkerboard slip-on casual skater shoes. These sold for $21. Next was a Cabby navy blue Chance moto jacket. This sold for my full asking price of $40. These American Eagle curvy highest rise jeggings sold super quick. They were in a size 6 short, and they sold for $20. Next was an Athleta printed sunset maxi dress. This sold for $25. Now here, starting with this Nike shirt, which is next, I have started using Posher VA, so I don't share my own closet anymore. That's just a waste of time. I was using ClosetMate for the longest time, so that was something that was on my phone where I could just push select all, share. But it would run on my phone, and so I couldn't do anything else on my phone during that time. With how many items I had, it would take about 17, 18 minutes to share my whole closet. Do that multiple times a day, kind of drained my battery, and that's all it did. So I was really starting to look for something that I could just put as an extension on my computer, could do everything for me, can just schedule it out, even send out offers and stuff like that. So lots and lots of people have recommended Posher VA, and I'm currently in a free trial, but I'm really loving it because all I have to do is list my items and then, maybe check for offers. But I have it set up where they send out an offer 5 minutes after they like the item, and it shares my closet 9. I pick 9 times a day, because why would you not share as much as you can? You can have up to 10,000 shares a day for Poshmark, and I have a little over 1,000 listings in my closet, so I just chose 9 times a day for it to be shared. So that's amazing, as long as my computer is on. The only thing I'm having problems with is that a couple of times this has happened. I have a MacBook, and I turned on the battery setting where it never goes to sleep or whatever, because it has to kind of stay like in screensaver mode or something like that. So it'll keep doing it, but a couple of times it is still just kind of like went off and went to sleep, and then it won't share. So I don't know what's going on with that. I asked them the question. Someone suggested getting something like a mouse mover so that it looks like you're always doing stuff. So I kind of need to look into that. But anyway, overall it's been amazing. My phone battery is lasting longer because I'm not constantly pushing that button to share my closet or looking at my phone to send out offers. And I've also just felt like it's freed me up a little bit more, where I'm not like attached to my phone, because before I really wanted to make sure that I sent out offers when someone liked something within a few minutes, because there's more chance they would buy it, at least in my opinion. So now that it does that for me, it's been great. Okay, anyway, a long tangent. Let me know below if you use something to share your closet. I know sometimes it's slightly controversial, but listen, once you get a bigger closet, there's no reason you need to be doing that yourself. It's a waste of time. You can be using your time for much better things. First was a Nike Golf yellow short sleeve shirt that sold for $8. I had this for a really long time, so glad to see it move. I sold this Lululemon women's Cold Hands Warm Heart. Why do they make such weird names for things? Gray long sleeve pullover jacket, sold for $34. Next was a new Hatley green dinosaur kids apron. This came to me in a Thredup fun box, and it sold for $12. I sold this Catherine's gray cotton 3/4 sleeve open cardigan sweater for $15. Next was the brand Gorsuch. I got this at a consignment store, and I sold it once before and it sold pretty good. This one sold for $50. I sold these new Under Armour gray pants. They were in a size 32, 34, and they sold for $35. Really glad, because I was going through my bins pretty good, like making sure stuff was listed. These were one of the items I found that was just listed nowhere. I relisted them and they sold super quick, but I still haven't finished doing that yet. Next was that really cringy Natural Life Beautiful Place sign I got in a Thredup fun box, and it sold for $6, so whatever, at least I made a couple bucks off of it. Next was a Loft yellow gray plaid plus size casual skirt, another item that came in that huge plus size section at the thrift store. This sold for $21. I sold these Dansko XP floral slip-on professional clogs. They sold for $18. I had these ones for a long time. I don't know, I think the color was a little weird and they were kind of worn. Next is a pair of American Eagle high-rise mom shorts. These sold for $21. I sold this Sundance burgundy sleeveless mini dress in a size 12 petite for $23. Next was a Victoria Sport purple high-rise mesh leggings. These sold for $21. I sold this Kate Spade New York Cedar Street envelope crossbody bag. This came to me from a Thredup name brand handbag box, and it sold for $45. Then I sold this vintage University of Okoboji reverse weave champion sweatshirt for $20. I sold this Garnet Hill coral scoop neck mini dress. I actually don't know where this is. For some reason, the listing, I do not have the number written down of what bin it's in, so I'm currently on the search for that. I've already looked through about 20 and can't find it, so that's amazing. Anyway, that sold for $25. Oh, the sun's starting to come. I'm almost done. Next was a Coach Black Monogram Wristlet. This sold for $17. I sold these Nike Rally Gray Jogger Sweatpants in a size large for $15. And then I sold these Spanx jeanish leggings. They were in a snakeskin print. Those sold for $42. These Can Dark Wash High-Rise Distressed Jeans in a size 31. They had a little bit of stretching that I didn't really notice until I got home because it was very slight, but I did mention it in the listing, and they still sold for $23. I sold this Harley Davidson blue-purple tie-dye long-sleeve shirt for $25. That other pair of cool shorts sold super quick, and these ones sold for $20. I sold this Kate Spade light pink leather crossbody handbag for $15. This was one that came in one of my recent Thredup boxes, but it was like super worn out and really kind of not the best condition, so basically, if I got any kind of decent offer, I was going to sell that. Next was this St. John blue striped 3/4 sleeve classic t-shirt. This sold for $29. And the last sale was a pair of Levi's 721 high-rise skinny jeans, and those sold for $17. So, that is my sales, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know below, what was your best flip this week? I think mine was possibly those men's Doc Martens. I remember getting them at the store one time, and the employee, when I checked out, was kind of baffled of why they didn't price them higher, so I think they were under $5, so with those selling for that. Also, one more thing I was going to let you know on eBay. I know I've talked about this before, but promoted listings is really a good thing to be doing. I just do whatever it suggests to me, but you can set up your own thing. But I had a lot of my sales. Let me tell you how many were off of that. 15 of my eBay sales were sold via promoted listings, so that definitely makes a difference. If you're not doing that, I would suggest you try to do that for your store because it does really help. So anyway, if you stuck around and you didn't yet, please give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys again soon. I've got some Thredup boxes over here. If you can see down there. So I got those to unbox. I did get one of the 25-piece mixed women's boxes, so you'll be able to see what I got in those. That one's coming out on Sunday. You might have also noticed, if you subscribe, I'm starting to put in some YouTube shorts. I'm just experimenting with that. It's basically kind of like a TikTok or an Instagram reel or something like that, but I've heard it could possibly help to just get more traction in subscribers to your channel, so I thought, why not try it? So if you like those, feel free to watch them. If you don't care for those, I am not offended. I'm just trying things out this year with my social media and just seeing how things are going. So, okay, I'm done chatting. I need to go do my shipping and edit this video so I can get it out for you guys today. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Bye.